on the basis of time. So again, we can classify on the basis of time. Very short period market, short period market, long period market, and secular market. Very short period market or market period. We also call it as market period. Very short period. Daily, we can observe daily activities. Particularly, it is related to very short period because in this very short period, supply is stable. If there is a huge demand for the product, supply may not be increased in this very short period because there is no time to produce the goods. For example, sometimes we can observe 1 kg tomato 200 or 400. Why that much of price for tomato? Because suddenly this is related to very short period vegetables. Suddenly there is a huge demand for that particular tomato products. Okay, there is no supply. Supply is constant. We cannot increase immediately supply in this very short period. That is the reason why we are telling very short period. Very short period, we cannot increase the products, right? That you have to remember. So here, the market supply is fixed. So the elasticity is zero in this very short period. Only demand can influence the price. If there is a more demand, they can increase the price. They can increase the price, particularly market period or very short period. That you have to remember. Short period. Next one is short period. As compared to very short period, this short period may be related to few months. It relates to few months. There is a limited time to increase the supply. So short period market in which the slight variations can be we can observe based on the demand. Supply can increase. Supply can be increased here. So the another one is long period market. Long period market. In this long period, if the period is too long, the word itself clearly showing long period of time. Supply will be influenced by the cost of the production additional to the output. So the predominant influence on value will be forces of supply. If the demand for goods are increases, okay, what does it mean? If there is a huge demand for the products, particularly in the long run, at the same time, there is a time to increase the supply. That is the reason why we are telling long period. Okay, supply also we can increase. So here, the price is influenced more by supply for the goods. That you have to remember. So in the long run period or in the long period, supply can be fully adjusted to the demand. Supply can be fully adjusted to the demand. If there is a less demand for the product, supply also reduces. If there is a huge demand for the products, supply also increase because in the long run they can adapt new technology. They can increase the labor. They can bring raw materials to produce the goods because there is a huge demand for the products, right? So they can adjust according to the demand. And the another one is secular period. Another one is secular period. The secular period is very, long period. According to Marshall, it is a period particularly more than 10 years. It is a period for more than 10 years. So, which changes the demand fully adjust themselves to the supply. According to the demand, automatically supply also can change. There is a possibility to increase the supply according to the demand. So it is not possible to estimate the changes of demand. Okay, but due to changes in the technological production and population, raw materials, particularly over a period of time that we call it as long run. So we can say that the shorter the time period, the greater will be influenced by the demand on prices. And the longer the time period, greater will be influenced by the supply and the prices of goods. Prices of goods. That we have to remember. On the basis of time. As I said, on the basis of time period, very short period, long period, and secular market. That you have to remember. And based on the competition, on the basis of competition, perfect market and imperfect market. Perfect market and imperfect market. As I said, perfect competition market. The another one is imperfect market. Again, this imperfect market classified into different type of markets. One is monopoly. The another one is monopolistic competition, duopoly, oligopoly. These are categorized under the monopolistic or imperfect competition. So when we are talking about the perfect market, or we can say that it is related to the perfect competition. Particularly, we observe there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers. In the perfect competition, we can observe large number of buyers and large number of sellers. This perfect competition in the real world, we cannot observe, just imaginary market only. Perfect competition, just imaginary market. Why we are telling that? It has having some characteristics or features. Based on that features, whether this perfect competition exists in the country or in the world, when we observe, there is no perfect market. There is no perfect competition market. So why there is no perfect competition? Means it is having some certain features, characteristics of perfect competition important for short. Okay. This perfect competition, one of the important one is large number of buyers and large number of sellers. Large number of buyers and large number of sellers. As I said that large number of buyers. In this perfect competition, there are more number of firms. A group of firms, we call it as industry. And also they are producing, commodities. At the same time, buyers also more in this competition market. Perfect competition markets. Another important characteristic or feature is free entry and exit. Free entry and exit. See, generally in this perfect competition, when the firms are getting, more profit, new firms entering into the existing industry. Okay, because why I'm telling existing industry? A group of firms, we call it as industry. in the industry firms, different firms are producing goods. Existing firms, if they are getting more profit, new firms entering into the market without any restriction. Existing firms, if they are getting losses without any restriction or with any reason, simply they can come out from the industry. That entry and exit, there is no restriction for these firms, particularly in the perfect competition market. Another one is perfect knowledgeable. Another one is perfect knowledgeable. What is knowledgeable? It is related to the prices of the product. How much price the sellers are going to be sell a particular commodity. It is assumed that all sellers and buyers, they are having full knowledge about the prices. They are having full knowledge about the prices of a particular product. Whether the prices are increasing, whether the prices are comes down, every information they are aware. Who are the buyers? Buyers and sellers, they know the prices of the product. Okay, that is important. The another characteristic or feature is perfect mobility of factors of production. Perfect mobility of factors of production. Factors, capital and labor, which are involved in the production process, we call it as factors of production. Laborers can move one place to another without any restriction. If A farm, B farm, and C farm, there are laborers are there in these three group of farms. A farm is producing some kind of goods, same this B also producing, C also producing, same level of quality, same level of size, same level of product. For example, because why I am telling same level of, in this perfect competition, all the firms A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, all the firms are producing homogeneous products. Homogeneous means same level of products, maybe in terms of color, in terms of size, in terms of package, everything is same, similar. So there is no differentiation in this market. That is the reason why I'm telling this type of market we cannot see in the real world. So that is another. So here factors of production, the perfect mobility. So if A is paying to some amount of money to the labor for engaged in that farm, same B also paying some amount, C also paying some amount. These laborers can move A to B or B to C or C to A or B. Where they are getting high wages, they can move freely without any restriction. That is the reason why we are telling perfect mobility of factors of production. They can move one place to another place where they are getting high salary or high wages, whatever it may be. Okay, without any restriction, they can move. They can quit the job, they can quit the work and move to another place where they are getting more or salary or wages. That is. And also absence of government regulation. Absence of government regulation. What does it mean? Absence. Government restrictions are not there in this perfect competition market. The firms, how much they want to produce, they can produce and they can sell without any restrictions. Without any restrictions. So that is the reason why there is a absence of government regulation or absence of government. Government is not involving anything. Firms are producing without any restriction. Whatever they want to produce, they can. That you have to remember. These are the characteristics we are discussing, features we are discussing. Absence of transport cost. This is also very important. That is the reason why we are telling these firms, this perfect competition cannot exist in the real world. Absence of transport cost. Firms are producing in the Delhi, they are exporting to the different places. It may be Bangalore, it may be Hyderabad or Kolkata. The cost of the transportation is free. How much cost for that particular products in Delhi? Same cost for the Bangalore or Hyderabad or Kolkata. But nowadays, if that they are producing in one particular place, that may be Delhi, if they are exporting to Hyderabad, means that transportation cost also include in that particular price. We can observe nowadays. But one of the characteristic is that absence of transportation cost. Wherever they want to transport their commodities or goods and services to one place to another, it may be thousands of miles. There is no transportation cost. Free of cost, they can move one place to another. That is, these are the characteristics of perfect competition market. That is the reason why we are telling this type of market we cannot observe in real world, because no transportation cost nowadays, that is not possible, because no government restriction. Nowadays, government has to restrict some exceptional cases, because for example, if the firm wants to produce some kind of it may be medicines or for some other arms, government has to restrict them. Government has to permit only few, not all the firms. And also homogeneous products. All the firms are producing same kind of products. That is the reason why we are telling homogeneous products. This is also not possible, because in this real world there is a huge competition between the firms. As we know that if one firm is producing one kind of product, if there is a huge demand for that particular product, other firms also produce with different, almost similar, but similar what can say, substitute goods they can produce. Rexona soap, they may produce pears, they may utilization may be same, right? The packaging will be different, the quality may be different, size may be different. Product differentiation we can observe in the real world. So according to this perfect competition, homogeneous products, that will never happen in the real world. That is the reason why we are telling no perfect competition in the market. So here one thing you have to remember, how they farm, okay, decide the price. Whether generally the producer or the seller, they can decide the price of the product. But in the perfect competition, producer or seller, they are not influence the price. They cannot decide the price. Who is going to decide the price in perfect competition means demand and supply. Demand and supply, where these two intersect each other. Okay, demand and supply, where these two intersect each other. When there is an intersect means these two are equal, demand and supply are equal. Okay, at that point, how much price is there? So the firms, all the firms can sell their products at that price only. So that is the reason why we are telling here in perfect competition market, all the firms, all the sellers, all the firms are, all the sellers are the price takers, not price maker. Price maker is the deciding the price. But these fellows in perfect competition, they are the price takers because they are not deciding the price. That is the reason why we are telling price takers. Who is deciding the price? Where demand and supply intersect each other or equal each other. At that point, we can say that the firms follows the price of a particular commodity. That you have to remember. In the short run, how they farm again, there is a to get equilibrium and to get maximum profit, to get normal profit, to get losses. It depends on the situation. Whether the farm is equilibrium or not. There are two conditions are there to get equilibrium of the farm. Okay, there are two conditions to get equilibrium. So one condition is marginal cost equals to marginal revenue. Marginal cost equals to marginal revenue. And the another one is marginal cost curve must rising at a point of equilibrium after the certain point. This marginal cost curve must be cuts the marginal revenue from the below the point. From the below the point. So these are the two conditions to get equilibrium of the firm. After that, whether the firm is getting normal profit or losses or abnormal profit, that we have to observe. If the marginal cost is less than the marginal revenue, the total profit has not been maximized, and it pays the firms to expand its output. There is a chance to increase their output when the marginal cost is less than the marginal revenue, because cost is very less, revenue is more. Okay, that is one side. If the marginal cost greater than the marginal revenue, the level of output, okay, then we can clearly observe that we can reduce, the firm has to reduce its production. Why they can reduce the production? First, as I said, if the marginal cost less than the marginal revenue, firm has to increase the product because cost is very less. If the marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue, the related to the total profit, then automatically the profit reduces because cost is very more. So at that time, at that point of time, the firms, they can reduce their production process. They can reduce the production. If marginal cost equals to marginal revenue, the short run profits can be maximized. The profit can be maximized. That we have to remember. Okay. So here I'll show you. Right. Right. We are talking about the perfect competition market. There are two conditions, as I said. MC equals to MR, and MC curve cuts the MR from the below the point. Okay. So here we have to remember that marginal revenue, average revenue curves are parallel to the x-axis. What does it mean? Like this. For example, somebody is operating on what? Why it is? See, MR, AR is equal to P. MC this is MC, this is P, Q. And this part, we put E, this is P, this is O. See, again, you have to remember that perfect competition, in perfect competition, marginal revenue, average revenue curves are horizontal to the x-axis, horizontal to the x-axis. But in monopoly, imperfect competition, monopolistic competition, this is AR, this is MR. We discussed, right? These are downward slope from left to right. In monopoly or monopolistic, but perfect competition, it is horizontal to the x-axis, horizontal to the x-axis. So here at point E, as I said, there are two conditions are there. MC is equal to MR, this is one condition, and MC cuts the MR from the below the point, right? So at point E, this MC and MR are equal. MC and MR are equal because it is intersecting each other. MC and MR intersecting at point E. Okay. So here the firms are getting normal profit. Normal profit the firm is getting. Firm is getting normal profit. Okay. Because see average cost, average revenue, both are equal at point E. For equilibrium, these two conditions are fulfilling. Whether the firm is getting supernormal or losses or normal profit, we have to observe average cost and marginal revenue. The average cost and average revenue both are equal at point E. So ikkada we have to remember AC equals to AR. Average cost equals to average revenue. Average cost equals to average revenue. Okay. So firm is getting normal profits in the short run. This is one diagram. So if the firm is getting supernormal profits, how to draw diagram? See, if the firm is getting supernormal profit, we have to remember same. It is AR is equal to MR is equal to P. This curve we also call it as P. Average revenue curve, marginal revenue curve, and also price line. In y-axis, we measure average revenue, marginal revenue, average cost, marginal cost, and price. So now we have to draw the another curve, that is MC curve. Okay. We have to draw another line. From this point, we have to draw. This is AC curve. This is AC curve. P, R, S, and P1. And P1. This is OQ amount of quantity. For producing this quantity, this much quantity, firm is going to spend this much. This much means O, P1, S, and R. S and R. For producing OQ amount of money, OQ amount of quantity, firm is going to spend or cost, it is related to cost, how much OP1, S, and R. Okay. So after the sales, firm getting revenue, how much it is? O, P, R, Q. Cost is this much. Okay. For OQ amount of quantity, firm is getting revenue this much. Okay. Revenue is this much. Revenue minus this cost. Revenue minus cost, you get this one, this portion, particularly in perfect competition market. Revenue, this one is OPRQ minus OP1, S, and R. We get P, R, S, P1, right? We get this. So this is related to supernormal profit or abnormal profit in the perfect competition, particularly in the short run. So in the short run, firm may get supernormal profit, firm may get supernormal profit, firm may get normal profit. The firms also get losses in the short run. Firms also get losses in the short run. So how the firms get losses and how to draw diagram? Let's see. This is for loss. Okay. And the x-axis, y-axis In y-axis again we are measuring AR, MR, MC, AC, P price. So as I said, average revenue, marginal revenue, both are horizontal to the x-axis. We also call it as P. So AR, MR is equal to P. Okay, is equal to P. So we are talking about losses in the long run. Short run, we are talking about short run. This is MC, marginal cost curve, where C, this is AC. This is AC curve. So here OP, R, S, this is P1. At point E, at point E, firms are getting equilibrium because marginal cost equals to marginal revenue, because marginal cost curve is cutting the marginal revenue from the below the point. So this is fulfilled. So we can say that firm is equilibrium under perfect competition. Now whether the firm is getting loss or firm is getting normal or abnormal. Let's see. This is MC and this one is AR. This is AC and this is MR related to price also. For OQ amount of quantity, for this much quantity, firm is going to spend this much. Firm is going to spend this much. This much means what? The firm for OQ quantity, okay, for OQ quantity, O, P, R, S amount of cost. Okay. For OQ amount of quantity, this much cost. After this sales, I tell you, after explanation, this I'll give you. Next class, I'll give you important questions. Don't worry. Okay. Aduguta unnaru. Then ista. Next class, definitely I'll give you. Let me complete this. Okay. Topic is important. Diagrams jara jagrata cheyandi. So, see, for OQ amount of quantity, firm is going to spend this much because average cost is above the average revenue. Revenue line is this much, this one, cost one is this one. What does it mean? Revenue less than the cost. Cost is more for producing OQ amount of quantity. Cost is more for producing amount of quantity. Revenue is very less, this much. Cost is OP RQ amount of cost. But revenue, how much? Revenue is O, P1, S, and Q. This much only revenue. Cost is this much. Cost is greater than the revenue. So obviously, firms will get losses in the short run. Firms may get losses in the short run. You have to remember. This portion is loss. This portion is loss, and this portion is supernormal profit. This portion is supernormal profit. This one is normal profit. There are three diagrams are there, particularly in the short run. In perfect competition, firms may get losses, firms may get supernormal profit, firms may get normal profit. This is for normal profit diagram. This is for supernormal profit, and this one is the losses in the short run. You have to remember, short run. Okay. And the another thing you have to remember, in the long run, whether the firm getting supernormal or normal or loss in the perfect competition. We have to remember, in perfect competition, firms always get normal profit in the long run. Always get normal profit in the long run. Okay. So this diagram for long run equilibrium of the firm under perfect competition. For short run, anything can happen, loss, supernormal or normal in the short run, particularly in the perfect competition market. But in the long run, firms are getting only normal profit. Why firms are getting normal profit? Means, in the long run, if there is a huge demand for the products, existing firms, if they are getting more profit, there is a time to adapt laborers, or they can adapt new technology, or they can increase the raw materials, they can purchase raw materials to increase their production. So automatically production will increase according to the demand. Okay. Abnormal profits becomes normal profits in the long run period. That is the reason why firms are getting normal profit in the long run. Firms are getting normal profit in the long run. Once again, I want to give clarification related to perfect competition, monopoly and monopolistic competition, short run, long run. In perfect competition, anything can happen. Anything means normal may happen, supernormal or loss in the short run. In monopoly also, anything can happen, supernormal or normal or loss in the short run. Monopolistic also same situation, but diagrams are different, that you remember. But in the long run, perfect competition, only normal profit. There is a diagram. In the monopoly market, long run, firm is getting supernormal profit, not normal profit. Monopolistic, normal profit, but monopoly, only supernormal profit. See the logically differentiation. Monopolistic and perfect competition, in the long run, both are normal profit. But in the long run, monopoly always get supernormal profit. Always get supernormal profit. That you have to remember. In this perfect competition market, one thing you have to remember, how the price and output determined. Price and output determined under the perfect competition. Okay, I'll show you. This is also important topic. You have to remember in perfect competition, characteristics of the firm. I mean, perfect competition or a short run, short questions. How the firm is equilibrium under short run or long run in perfect competition. That is important. So here, you know, how the price and output determined under perfect competition. If the price of a commodity like 5, 15, 20, 25 and 30, okay, price of the yes, prices of the products and demand and supply. One side is demand and the another one is supply, okay, and the pressure on price, how it is pressure on price, pressure on price, whether equilibrium or not. This is for 15. Here it is 12, 10, 8 and 6. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, let's say it becomes value. This is it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, yes, 20, 25 and 30. Okay. And the demand side, important this one. Demand side 12, 10, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay. And supply side 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. As I said, price is determined where the demand and supply are equal. See, this is, as I said, this one demand and this one is supply at price 20. See, demand and supply are, equal. So this one we can say that it is equilibrium. Here it is, we can say that still there is a huge demand, excess demand. But here, when we observe here, it is from this point of view. This is excess demand, this portion, and this one is excess supply. Excess supply. Okay, this is excess supply. So price is determined under the perfect competition market. We can observe that only see at point price 20, the quantity of demanded is equal to the quantity of supplied, that is 6 units, and supply also 6 units. So that we can say that the price of 20 will be settled down in this market, and only at this point, all the buyers at this point means at this 20 price, okay, all the buyers and sellers, they can satisfy, so that they can sell only for 20 is the equilibrium price, so that the quantity is exchanged at price of 6 units of quantity and 6 units of demanded, and supply also same. So this is the equilibrium amount. So that market, all the firms can follow this rule, that you have to remember. Okay, next class I'll come with another topic, important topic, and also I'll give you important questions. So maximum you try to attend the classes. Okay, because I'm explaining very clearly, it will help for you. So I'm closing now.